Hello everyone. Well, there seemed to be quite a fiery debate across the interwebs about the last chord that I chose to strike in my most recent upload, and therefore I thought I should chime in and opine profusely about the said debate. Now then, I had to switch to a procedural reverb in order to do this because I cannot play with the convolution reverb in real time because it's too CPU intensive, as it were. So when I end this little arpeggio thing, what I'm doing is I'm working my way to an E major ending. Let me start with somewhere near the end. I don't know. You know, it's one of those things where you can't just start in the middle. You have to play the whole thing. I'm not going to play the whole thing. Okay, here we go. So it ends up... Okay, maybe I should start in the middle. So it goes... so that's an F, okay. That's a B major with a sharp 5. So it's like those space movies. So that's so where it goes. Okay, and then back to F. So now I'm playing A flat. So then I go up to C sharp minor. So now I'm actually in the key of E major. So I've dictated the key by playing basically these next couple chords. That's the 4, minor 3, minor 2. F sharp minor is the second chord in the key of E major. And temporarily I leave E major to hit the F. Back to E. E major. But I hit that flat 5 in there, which gives it a suspended Lydian kind of thing. So I wind my way to an E major key, and then so that's right. That's where we are. F sharp minor. And the reason I went there is because I wanted that note to be a pedal tone. See, listen. The minor third remains. Oh, you see how connected? Now it makes an F major, and I just keep going with that. So I'm letting that A note continue as I play. And then to go up to the B rather implies that we're dropping it back down to E, since we just made a side streak down to whatever key you would want to interpret as that temporary F. So it's basically that's it. That's all the chords are doing. So it's, but that's what I'm hovering on. Then I hit the flat 5 in there. But it sounds, I mean, if I just did that, it sounds rather plain, but if I go, oops, and then strike the ear with that unexpected flat 5, then that's kind of a cool ending. So it's just an E major, and I happen to throw in a 5 and the 9, which makes it sound like F sharp major. You know, it's an F sharp and the B flat, or A sharp, whatever you want to call it. Now that does sound like a 7 underneath. See, that sounds like an F sharp 7. Even without the root note, even without the low F sharp. Always wants 7 always wants to resolve to the 4 above it. Play it G7. You want to hear the C next. Songwriting expectations. That's a pretty interesting topic. So that's all that's going on. It's hard to hit that without when you're not on that bridge pickup. You get a little play, but man, when you're on these, you have to nail it. You could also add the 4, the perfect 4, which really gives it a suspended, odd kind of thing. Of course, you lose the flat 5, but just instead of the flat 5. And of course, the suspended, or the perfect 4, and then the major third together are only a half step apart. And that alone, it sounds pretty nasty. But together, when you add the context around it, that dissonance seems to evaporate. So that's it. It's just an E major with a flat 5 and a 9 in it. Yep. You got to play it slow. You just lose you don't savor it if you play it too fast. I like to. Yeah. This is the hardest part, though, where I go. Oops. That one's so hard to hit.